lot. I really don't mind her at all.
Yeah.
I just think these are fake tears and I don't see the reform. And I love that Gretchen is there to be like, we've been down this road 800 times. Like Gretchen really does have built up stuff for years of sitting on the sidelines.
I was very happy to see Gretchen, actually. I'd rather see a Gretchen than some random new person.
I'd rather see Gretchen rather than some random new person. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Just moving on to one more topic
Yes.
before we,
Yes, yes, yes.
what about New Jersey? How do you feel about,
Yes.
New Jersey is on pause. What are
You
your
know,
thoughts?
it's an interesting experiment of the network's power. And I believe that they're also just fiddling with the knobs, right? Because Housewives as an entire Marvel universe, right? It's kind of slowing down and it's hit a bit of a slump and it's feeling repetitive, it's feeling a little formulaic. I mean, it's still fun, right? I still had fun watching Kelly talk about her pink cha-cha, but then also I do wonder if she's spending her money wrong. You know what I mean? And so I think they're using New Jersey as a lever to keep all of them in line. That if you don't stay in line, we'll just turn the lights off completely. And that New Jersey were the most problematic children, so they're going to stay on timeout the longest. And if they get their act together and learn how to play nice, then maybe we can turn the lights back on and go into the playroom again. But if not, daddy's going to take the toys away from you and turn off the lights, like literally.
Well, that's why I'm so shocked about Katie, because it's like with everything that happened with Teresa and
Yeah.
Jennifer, you got caught. Like, didn't you learn from RHONJ? How could
Well, some
Katie
people are
have
dummy
learned
dum-dums.
nothing? They're dummy dum dums. Well, I mean, let me tell you, Dolores, speaking of a dummy dum dum, is a little bit, I'm calling her delusional Dolores these days
Ooh,
because
Delulu
the
Lolo.
Lulu Lolo, because Dolores did an interview really recently, and she's a little now. Look, again, feel free to disagree with me, read
Sure.
this any different way that you want. But she said, so she did this interview, and she says, with New Jersey being off the air, she starts out okay. She misses it. It's like being a fish out of water. I think that the New Jersey housewives are the most relatable and I'd love to see all the cast back as a full cast. So,
Mm,
this is starting to be a little delusion here when she says this because
yeah.
I don't know. It's like you want to see the whole cast back together. Like, really? Now, I understand the motivation for saying that, but that's not going to happen. But okay, let's she then addressed the hiatus. She's disappointed by how it ended. I really, really wanted a resolution. We didn't have that. She said there's a Frank Sinatra song. It was too hot not to cool down. So it was so hot it had to cool down. And I think now that we've cooled down, bring us back. Okay, I'm still like, okay, okay. It's been
Okay.
2 years. Yes, the second summer we're not filming. Yep, she just missed a call from Margaret. She speaks to Teresa and Melissa all the time. She's not okay. I can't see a life without New Jersey Housewives ever. So Dolores isn't doing too well. She's in PSD. She says she doesn't like reboots. Okay, I get it because the reboot wouldn't include you. She doesn't mind a shakeup, but a full cast overhaul, I don't think it works. I agree with you. I've heard they're casting for New Jersey, but we hear that every year. It's hard to cast New Jersey because it's such a tight knit show. Now, here is the part that I have some issues with. I mean, I have issues with a lot of that.
Sure.
Even though we fight like hell, we really are all friends. What?
That's a
What?
lie.
They're all friends. This is her quote. So
That's a
I mean,
lie.
Teresa's friends with Melissa. Teresa's friends with Margaret. Jennifer Aydin's friends with Melissa.
There's one big thing that bubbles up for me when she's like, I'm quoting loosely, like, there's no life without housewives. It bubbles up one big theme to me. A housewife that doesn't make being a housewife her entire personality to me is a housewife I want to watch. Somebody who
Mhm.
has stuff going on, somebody who has an interesting family, somebody who has a story, somebody who has a voice, somebody who, if the lights go off on the show, they don't suddenly curl up and die. And that's kind of what's happening with a lot of the Jerseyites. It's happening with the Lululolo. It's happening a little bit with our animal across the water.
The animal across the water. I mean, have you seen, again, I'm not shaming,
On
but
the
just
water.
she's on the water. She was, I mean, I think she's back now. Yeah, she was on this Australian cruise ship. It's like a big cruise. So like I guess you like go on the cruise and then there's nightly entertainment. So look, she's paid to be there. Whitney is paid to be there. The drag queens are paid to be there. Yeah, it's a lot of your people from Drag Race that are there.
Yeah.
So, then they have the show at night and like, so you have to pay extra to go to the show. It's not included. So I know people that are on the cruise. Like now I keep hearing, because listen, we're actually very big in Australia outside the US. Australia is
I
one of
love
our,
that.
so I got to find this, but like, I would love to read the exact thing. I just hope I can. Oh, no, I can't. I was
Yeah,
going to say,
while you pull it up, I mean, cruises aren't a bad gig, but it's
no.
just to me like, what do you bring to the talent show, right? And like, if you are the talent, it's just okay, cute. But how many nights am I paying extra to like sit next to Teresa and have her talk to me about her daughters? Like, at least the drag show, a good drag performer is going to give me a different show every night.
Well, yes. And so she's at the drag shows. Now I hear that so I guess, first of all, someone said that because someone's on the cruise, they said that the tickets are going for less, like more than 50% off. Like the show
Oh,
starts at 7. You've already had your meal. It starts at 7, or it started because now it's over. But, or I guess she's still maybe doing, but like, the 6 o'clock, we still have tickets. So instead of,
yeah, yeah.
you can get like 70% off. They say, that she did this thing. I don't know if you saw, she was rolling on the floor, she spread her
No, I
legs.
didn't see that.
Well, and again, I'm not shaming her. It's just like for me, I'm gonna say it like I'll spread my legs. I mean, not for $100, but you want
Yeah,
to give me a
yeah.
thousand dollars? Sure. If anyone wants to see that, call me. I'll be happy to do it. If you give me 2,000, I'll do lots more. So I mean, I
If you
admit
come to
it.
my live show, I'll do the splits for $100.
Okay, there, buy a ticket to her live show and she'll do the splits for $100. So I just feel, just own it, instead of being like, I'm fine if the show comes back. You're not. You need the
Yeah,
money. Cruise
yeah,
is a good gig, yeah. So this person on the thing says Teresa looked incredibly comfortable at the performance. She didn't know what she was supposed to be doing there. The drag queens are doing, to your point, the drag queens are doing their things. Teresa
yeah.
just looked around. Why am I dressed up like the circus clown?
Ugh.
Louis was in the audience.
I was gonna ask. Oh, perfect. You took it out. You literally took it off my tongue. How do you
There you
feel? Like
go.
it does feel like they are purposefully keeping like a paper bag over his head a little bit, at least on social media, right?
I don't think they want him back on the show, and I think he knows it, and I think she knows it, and I think they're
Yeah.
like, you
Laying
know,
low.
I said this on a prior show. She might be the first housewife in history that if the show comes back and you go back, they might say, we just,
Don't bring your husband.
yeah, don't worry about your life. You're like Teresa, don't. I mean,
He can stay in the gym down